Senegalese President Macky Sall has called for the lifting of sanctions against Zimbabwe in his address to the 77th UN General Assembly in New York. The US and the European Union maintain sanctions on Zimbabwe, citing a lack of progress in democratic and human rights reforms, as well as restrictions on press freedoms.
The Senegalese leader and current chairman of the African Union said the measures against Zimbabwe were aggravating the suffering of the people. The sanctions target both specific individuals and companies, including President Emerson Mnangagwa. Zimbabwe's economy had faced deep economic crises over the past few years, with periods of hyperinflation, but there's little evidence to suggest that the sanctions are responsible. Last week, the United States reviewed its sanctions on Zimbabwe. It has delisted 11 individuals from the specially designated nationals list. These individuals have been deemed to no longer undermine Zimbabwe's democratic processes. The Zimbabwe sanctions program targets human rights abusers and those who undermine democratic processes and facilitate corruption. The US State Department says its sanctions in Zimbabwe don't target the Zimbabwean people or the country's banking sector. Each year, the US government removes hundreds of individuals and entities from the sanctions list, following a thorough review. The US has designated Zimbabwean Police Deputy Commissioner Stephen Mutamba for undermining democratic processes and institutions. Washington, D.C. further says it stands ready to work with Harare against corruption and human rights abuses and won't hesitate to designate those who undermine democracy.